Hello, Tubies, and how are you all doing? I hope you're doing fantastically fabulous. We have nails today. We have nails, because my nails underneath look like crap. So I put on fake nails to help my nails grow. We're gonna make a love oil in this little jar. I'm hoping you can see this, because I can't see what you can see, but we're hoping, we're praying. And we're just gonna move some of our items out of the way if I can find other places for them. Oh, hi, how are you? Candle wax everywhere. Oh, this altar's a mess. I have workings that I am doing all the time, but that's a different story. So, what is the purpose of making a love oil? Why would you want a love oil? Well, everybody wants a love oil, right? You want to find a man, find a woman, find a thing, find a right hand, I don't know. Maybe you just want to anoint yourself with some love oil. I never make my love oils to attract a specific person. I make them in a general sense so that if I want to do a love spell on somebody, I can do the love spell on somebody. And if I want to just attract love in general and feel loved and feel appreciated and feel wanted, I will also use this type of oil. Now, I bought these off of Amazon, these little jars. They're so cute and adorable, and I just want to eat them. It doesn't work. It's glass. Don't eat glass, Kay. It's not good for you. So we're gonna put in a variety of ingredients, and I'm gonna tell you what each and every ingredient is. But first, we're going to, let's do it up in this one. Oh, I got shit in this one. I told you people, I got things going on. Ain't no little sister got any time for cleaning the altar, right? Like I tell you, a real witch's altar is never clean. That's just me throwing a little shade though. Okay. We will get you. Oh, that came off in one piece. I need a new altar cloth, so if you people want to send me love mail, send me altar cloths. I love you. I do. Okay, we don't need money. Herbs. Okay, so in this one, we're going to make our love mixture to make into our oil. Now, I don't use it as the incense as well. In this particular case, I may actually do that. But I generally don't use it as the incense. I usually use it just for the oil, and then the spirits will tell me what herbs to place on the candle or to burn or whatever for when I'm doing the actual spell. So what's the first thing we're gonna put in? Well, we're gonna put in the typical ingredients that you would think to put into a love oil. So we're gonna put in lavender. And make sure that your herbs are dry when you're making oils, okay? You don't want wet herbs. Or living herbs, if you will. You don't want to put fresh herbs into your into your oils, because they'll go moldy and it'll turn the oil rank and there will be mold growing in the oil, and then you can't use that, okay? So lavender's really great for love. It's great for self-love. It's great for attracting a partner. It's great for breaking up a relationship. Remember, you can always use the herbs as the opposite intention, right? So if you're using lavender to attract love and self-healing and prosperity, you can also screw somebody's life up. So, but in this particular case, what we're doing is we're putting in lavender. Now, I'm not putting intentions into this oil because it's a general purpose oil. And if I put intentions in, then I've basically said that this oil can only be used for one thing. Now, you can put multi-intentions into your oil, like I have done with my demon conjuring incense, where we can use it, or I think it was the oil, the cursing oil. Yes, it was the cursing oil, where you could use it as a demon conjuring thing, or you could also use it as a cursing oil. That takes a lot more time and a lot more effort, and you're shoving 2 intentions into a piece of oil. And remember, water and oil don't mix, so 2 intentions fighting for the space, oh girl, takes a lot of energy, time, and effort. In this particular case, we're not putting any intentions in. The intentions will be placed into the oil when we dress the candle with it. That's why I make oils, is to dress candles with it. Okay, and now I like to crush up my lavender really well so that it's still fluffy. You still want that lavender to be fluffy, but you want it to be dry, right? You want the lavender flowers to be dry. Next, we're gonna put in some red roses, because what do you think red roses symbolize? Right? And now how would you use red roses in a curse, you're asking me? The thorns break up a relationship. How would you use lavender in the curse? You're using the opposite intentions as the original intentions that you would use lavender for. So if you're using it to create a relationship and then you want to end said relationship, then what you're going to do is use the lavender but put the intentions of ending the relationship. What I would do is use live lavender, so either buy a lavender plant, and they can get pretty expensive, or get some fresh lavender and let it wilt, let it die, with the intentions that the relationship between person A and person B is over, right? There's a perfect great way to use lavender in a curse. Now, I have been making a lot of this because I put in a lot of lavender, but I can also use this as an incense. Maybe not for the purposes of this, but I can just use it as a general incense. So we've put in the 2 herbs that you would think to put in. What else would you put in? We're gonna put in some dragon's blood for some potency and for some passion. Then we're going to put in some cinnamon for attraction and passion. We're gonna put in some bloodroot. This is only for coloring of the oil to make it red. Dragon's blood will do that. If you don't have bloodroot, but you do have dragon's blood, just add a little bit more dragon's blood. It'll turn the oil red. Oh, we're gonna put a little bit more dragon's blood, or bloodroot in there. I like to use bloodroot in oils where I want to substitute my own blood. Okay. So in love oils, I will usually put my own blood into it, but I will sometimes use bloodroot as a substitution because it will turn it that blood red color. And that's what you really want in a love oil, is you want it to be a blood red color with the intentions of love. At least that's how I do mine. I'm not saying you have to do yours that way, but if you're following me, then that's the purpose, right? We're putting in some juniper berries because it's for the Morrigan. She loves when I make love oils. I don't know why. She just gets giddy and she gets happy. Maybe she thinks I'm doing something right with my life for once. And then we're gonna put in some marigolds. Now, why the hell are we putting in marigolds? Because it represents sunshine and illumination. It's really great for attracting things too. It's bright. It's like when you're growing those bright flowers, those pretty little wildflowers that, you know, your mom would grow in the garden. I know mine did. But if you've got a garden and you just, you know, you buy those seed mixes where it's just wildflower seed mix and you just put it into your garden and you get these wildflowers that grow, they attract bumblebees, right? Flies to honey, right? So we're using the marigolds to represent something that somebody would want to come towards. They're attractive. They're beautiful flowers. People stop and look at them and talk about them and buy them and put them in their garden, right? So you're a marigold. You're beautiful. Remember, I love you even if you don't love you. Okay. So now I think we have everything in here. Did I put everything that I wanted in here? We're gonna put in just a smidge of patchouli just for the spirits. As an offering, as a thank you. Now, normally what I would do, like I said before, is I would put my own blood into this. And I would call upon Beleth and all of that fun stuff. And I will do the Beleth conversation later. I'm sure the Beleth video will come out before this one. What I like to do with Beleth, and I will explain that, is I like to call upon him to bless the oil. We like to bless the oil, right? Now, what does that mean? Why are we blessing the oil? Now, for some of you out there who are new to the craft, I do not suggest calling on Beleth to bless your love oils, okay? Don't do it. That's not gatekeeping or anything. That's just if you're very new to the craft and you're like, great, I can make this love oil and I love the smell. I really do love the smell of this love oil. And I love the smell of this love oil and this incense, and I'm really happy, but now I have to work with a demon? No, honey. That's where our crafts differ. We can make the incense, but how we bless them is up to the individual. In my particular craft, I work with demons and spirits and a variety of types of entities. In order to attain the things that I want to attain. Obviously, there has to be mundane work in that. Magic can't solve all your problems. Any witch worth their salt knows that. But what I will say is that working with Beleth will make this oil from me more potent. Now, maybe you have a god or goddess that you like to work with, or a spirit or an entity that you like to work with, then I would suggest to work with them to bless the oil. Now, when you bless the oil, depending on what you want to use the oil for, in my particular case, I'm not blessing it with specific intentions, other than to attract love to me. Attract potential partners, attract potential relationships, friendships, family, self-love, all of that stuff. And Beleth is really great to work with that on because he can help you grow as a person in that department, right? And remember, I want to be a love witch this year. So, now that we have our mixture made, it smells so pretty. Look, I don't know if the camera's like zooming in and out and blurring everything, and I'm apologizing, but we're just gonna put a little bit of this in here, and we don't need a lot, right? Like that much will do, because we're just gonna fill the rest up with oil. Now you're probably thinking, well, that did not turn blood red at all. If you want it to turn blood red, you're probably gonna have to add more bloodroot into it. Bloodroot will over time turn it red, slowly. Or you can add your own blood. Don't add enough of your own blood that it's actually turning red. Add dragon's blood instead. Okay, and then we shake, and we shake, and we shake. It's an ugly kind of brown color, but it works. It's not really what color it is, it's more, and this will turn red over time. Like if I were to leave this to sit, I'd say about by tomorrow, it'll be red. It'll be a really dark red color. Because it's gonna take time for the herbs to soak right into the oil. Like to get their pigment into the oil. I like this cork, it's not leaking anywhere at all. Excellent. Yay. Isn't that happy? Okay, so we have our love oil here. And we will call upon Beleth in a later video, or a video that comes up before this one, who knows. And we will work with Beleth in order to bless this oil. I don't usually work with entities to bless an oil all the time, but this particular one is a love attraction-based oil. And they don't look pretty. They don't look like your pretty little oils that you see on your Etsy shops, no. No, that's not how witchcraft is. Witchcraft isn't pretty. Okay, so I hope that you guys got something out of this video, and I hope that you learned something about making your own love oils. Remember, they don't have to be general all the time. They don't have to be no, wait. I said that wrong. They don't have to be specific all the time. They can be general, right? This is just an oil that contains herbs and such that we associate with love. But what you do with the oil and how you use the oil is based off of the intentions, right? So I never make an oil to make Johnny fall in love with me, or make an oil to make Bob fall in love with me. I always make an oil to attract both Johnny and Bob so that they have an equal fair shot. And then I do the love spell to attract one of them. Okay, I'm a spider. We gotta create the web first and then suck them into the web. Gotta trap that man, right? If you can't get pregnant, you gotta use witchcraft to track him. To track him? To trap him. If you can't get pregnant, gotta use witchcraft to track a man and then trap the man. That's what I do. Anyways, again, I hope you guys learned something from this, and I hope that you like this. If you want to buy this, it's $350 on my Etsy shop. You're like, no. I've seen oils in jars smaller than this go for like $40. So, you do you, girl. But I'm not gonna be a part of that hustle. Okay, until next time, my tubies.